methods and meaning. Number 1, on linear equations. So, a linear equation is an equation that, what, you guys, that, a linear equation, what goes in here? That, it makes a straight line, makes a line when it is graphed. So you're filling that in. So there are 2 forms for an equation of a line to be in, and you need to know this vocabulary. That's why they're in bold and underlined. There's standard form, and one of the equations you graphed today was in standard form. And then there's 2 of them that you graphed today were in slope-intercept form. That's y equals mx plus b. When it's already in slope-intercept form, the advantage is that it's pretty easy to graph. So you can start with the y-intercept of -6, which is right here, that point. And then you can use the slope of 2, which you can make into a fraction, and do the rise over run from here. So from the y-intercept, then you would go up 2 and to the right 1. Is it possible to go down 2? As long as you go to the left, right? So you could also go in the other direction, down 2 and to the left. And you could keep going. How many minimum points do we need to graph a line? We only need 2. Okay? So it's possible that you could make, with any graph, you can always make an XY table, and you can plug in values for X and figure out what you get for Y and plot those points. But with a line, there are shortcuts. But you still could do it this way. So like if I plugged in 0 in here, I would get 2 times 0 minus 6 is -6, so there's that point. There's the y-intercept. When x is 0, you get the y-intercept. Then I could plug in 1 for x. 2 times 1 is 2 minus 6 is -4. So 1, -4 is also on the line. And you could keep going that way. So either way it works. Now, what we're going to do is, what we're going to fill in here in this blank right now together is, if we're given it in standard form, what do we do to get it in slope-intercept form? So this is the u try at the bottom. What should we fill in here? Slope-intercept form by solving for y, exactly. So fill in y down there. We want to get in slope-intercept form solving for y. So we're going to start with the equation in standard form. So someone tell me what to do first to solve for y. Yeah? Okay, we want to get y alone on one side. So what should we do first, Lillian? Yes, so the first step is to get rid of the x term. So we're going to add 6x, and you write this right in your notes. You would add 6x to each side, because this adds to 0, which makes it go away. We still have a 3y. And then can we add 6x and -18? Can we add those together? Why can't we? Because they're not like terms. So you're not allowed to add those together, but you can certainly write them next to each other. So I'm going to write them next to each other, and I'm going to put the x first, and then the constant. And I'm one step away. Someone else can, how do I get y alone? Jasmine? Divide by 3. And be sure that you divide every single term by 3 because of the distributive property. You have to do it to everything. This simplifies to 1 here. This simplifies to 1, so we don't even need to write it. This is 2x, and this is -6. If we simplify, and you can see that it's exactly the same as the other equation. So this one graph that's here works for both of these equations, because they're both the graphs